Avast ye landlubbers, this be the Pirate BARIK skin coming at everybody in OB59, which will be out a little bit later this week. And if you didn't spot it there, the rocket boots are now sort of more wave boots. You ride on water, which is pretty cool, little addition there, but generally you are just a pirate. So you've got a peg leg going on, you've got a bandana in your hair, and look at that weapon, it's got a skull right on the front of it. And the gun's kind of just a cannon, a pirate's cannon. Here I was going for the Makoa. I mean, it's kind of an interesting match. The enemy team don't have a healer, but they have quite a lot of damage coming out, and a solo BARIK isn't the best of things, and our team here, we've got some interesting pickups. The Kinesis can work on this map, but we were struggling a little bit this game. But again, the weapon is definitely cool in this match. It looks really ridiculous, actually, the way the peg leg shakes around on the horse as you're running forwards, but you've got all the good old pirates gear here. Also, the turrets are a bit different, but I don't think I look at them much in this game. But basically, they've got a little pirate's flag on it, a little Jolly Rogers. There's some really interesting... There's some really interesting voice lines as well. What the hell was happening there with the physics? I don't know. To be honest, the DirectX 11 and 64-bit might be what's derping it a bit, or maybe it's just the skin, but you seem to really go crazy in the physics. Quit chewing my beard. The BARIK voice lines are so amazingly, and it's like, you be crewmate material, BARIK. Yeah, so we're going in here. We can see the Androxus. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal actually. I think, to be honest, most of this match we wanted to take out the Drogos. I was kind of hoping somebody else might be able to get to it, or the Kinesis might be able to take it out, but the Drogos seem to be up most of the time without much pressure on her, and I guess because the enemy team has two flankers, and especially Androxus going after the Kinesis all the time, it was a bit of a struggle. But just trying to do the dance of the BARIK. Again, the physics really threw me back there. I was out of there, and everyone's going down. I usually flip through people, by the way. If you ever see me playing a game, I flip through people to see exactly what's going over the whole map. I think it's actually quite a good idea, because you can, if you flip through, you see pretty much all over the map wherever people are, because they're usually positioned in different places. That be me special powder. Another line coming out from the swashbuckling BARIK. I probably... Die, lizard. But I probably shouldn't have shot the Drogos there in his ulti. I should have waited until he started his ulti and then shot him, because then his ultimate would have been wasted on 25%. But there, I think it probably just didn't go off. So we went straight into the Androxus. Basically, we want to kind of prioritize the Androxus, the Talos, the Charlene, and the Drogos. I shouldn't really focus on the Makoa that much. Unlike there, like, you can snipe at the Drogos. It's a bit harder, especially if they're really far away. But if you're in sort of a medium range from them, like only like tens of meters, then you can reliably hit things. And again, here the Makoa's doing some work in the back lines, and finally taken down. There's the last target again, so the last one we wanted to focus on. Here's a Talos is what we want to take out. So I took quite a lot of damage there. Last one standing wins. Actually, you can see there the massive pirate turret there with a flag on top of it as well. I don't know whether that was a good ultimate, but it did kind of save this push. And I mean, there is 1 minute 15 to regain your ultimate in time. Here, though, I was like, wow. And the Talos ultied right onto me. And okay, and then now the Charlene's ulti. So that's 2 ultis we've already got out here. Fighting though, and I can hear the Makoa ulti in the background. I'm still just fighting the Charlene. We're probably going to win this. Yeah, we do win this. Nice, taking out the Charlene. So taking out 3 of them in the backlines, then the Drogo's just trying to hold them off. But something we didn't notice is now the point is pushing, and I was completely oblivious to this. Derpy pirate BARIK. But, you know, able to pressure out the Drogos and kill it. But the actual important part is the payload is 3/4 push right there. And the thing is, I was trying to stay alive. I don't think I noticed at all. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest, this match. It might have gone a lot better if we hadn't have lost this point straight away. But you can see there. But the thing is, on the map, I can see that 3 people are on this Makoa. And this Makoa literally must have soloed all 3 of them, because we were holding pretty much everybody else off from the team. And I ran back, I was like, oh god, we need to go back to stop this Makoa. No. They all died. And then I died. I don't even know how. It's just like the Makoa on their own, just like, they just went beast mode completely. But that is the weapon there, looking around the cannon. crystals out like it normally is, but the whole weapon is just basically a mini cannon that you've got in your hand. It's rather cool. It's definitely a plus up from the blunderbuss, and I'd say this is probably my favourite skin out of the bunch this patch. I do very much like the Makoa one, and I like Makoa as a character, but I also like playing BARIK, and this one is probably the top tier in terms of what it's looking like. I was struggling to think of, what do I take here? Do I take some Master Riding? Do I take Chronos? Do I take Rail Boost? I took some Chronos in the end because I was getting heals a bit from them. Did I take the Life Rip? I guess because I didn't take any Cauterize. Only one of them has a Cauterize, but still a terrible, great pickup. And I guess they don't have any heals, so there's that. I feel ship-shape. Honestly, the voice pack for this is awesome as well. I mean, it was a shame that we couldn't hear the Makoa voice pack, because I'm sure that would be pretty awesome too. Here again, that's not a very good teleport. I can see straight where it is, Talos, so you're not going to be able to get away from me. Again, I see the Drogos. I want to shoot that. I want to snipe that, but I'm not getting it. Come on. Use the power of the skull. It actually looks a lot like the skull and crossbones that's on Kinessa's belt in one of her skins. I can't remember what the skin's called, but yeah. Is the Androxus going to ult? That was what I was thinking. Oh dear. The Drogos ult, I knew I was a bit screwed here. And deaded. Deaded. And the Makoa ulti there as well. I was kind of worried here that we'd just been pushed off the point, but two of them were down, and only one of us and me coming back. I guess 2 for 2. And we're just like, well, we need to get back to the point, wait a little bit for the team. Maybe wasn't going to get here in time before the point was captured. I was just trying to get some damage off. Missing completely this Talus. That was kind of embarrassing, really. The Androxus is actually kind of more of an important target because they were holding things off on the point. Pushed off again. Just sort of completely out-damaged. I went in maybe a bit too early, I'm not sure, but we were sort of contesting the point. The Maeve actually here did well, going in, contesting the point, keeping the overtime going on. Somehow they didn't kill us straight away, and then they were actually able to take them out. Between them all. I'm not entirely sure what was exactly happening on that point. I guess they were all relatively low and winning it. You can see there that the Kinessa was hiding again because they couldn't deal with it. Here I was like, where's the Strick? The Charlene, where are they at? Where are they at? Okay. Firing into that. Arr, the captain, arr, is on your back. The voice lines are crazy. I don't actually know what he said about the back there, but he said something about the back. It's interesting because there's the automatic voice lines, and I guess the voice packs are more like atmospheric now because people are saying stuff all of the time. So having an awesome voice pack like this is actually pretty cool. Unable to snipe out that, but I went for the Drogos here. I was like, yeah, I need to take out this Drogos. We're going in for the hunt kills. I actually thought, well, they've gone down there because I thought they'd already used their F. And I was like, what? Are they dead? And then I saw that they weren't dead, and I was like, oh god, they must have just been like in the very top right of my vision and like just came around and jumped up. That's unfortunate though. I was like, we don't really want to go for the Makoa. We'll take out the other champions that have a little bit less health. Use a shield to block the reversal, and that was a nice little touch there. And here going, I guess we shot into the wall, which is a bit of a waste. We probably should have killed this Androxus, to be honest. We do kill it, but we should have killed it earlier because that was a menace. Maybe I should have gone onto the point here. Because I was just sort of at the side like, do I get onto that? Or do I just hang around? And then the Charlene's going into me, I was like, we need to kill the Charlene. But unfortunately, the burn didn't quite do it, and with the Makoa ulting behind me, the flamethrower, the big turret, the big pirate turret, just went for the Charlene. And caught out a bit there. The damage was so big being put out. And they didn't even really have Cauterize, so our healing should have been good. But, oh dear. Also, the weapon has just gone invisible. I played a match where the Drogos weapon was invisible, and you couldn't see the Drogos rockets. Actually, thinking about it, can we see the Drogos rockets this game? I think we can, but the other game I played, I couldn't see the Drogos rockets, so I really hope that doesn't go live, because it means you can't dodge some of the projectiles in the game. I tried to snipe that. I saw somebody low. I was like, I'm going to get a cheeky kill. A little bit of a pirate dance, pirate jig. Just the laugh is like, ah ha ha ha. I'm the captain here. Come. Your first mate material. I think it just like stopped because I was spamming it, or I was trying to do the joke one. I think the joke one. Oh, whoa! I'm gonna plunder your booty. That one's a bit risque. I think that one might actually get my video demonetized, guys. So I didn't say that. Maybe I should bleep it out. But plundering booty, your booty. Oh dear. Oh my, Hi-Rez. That's something indeed. It's a bit risque for a pirate to say. Okay, so we're going back to the point again. I'm just sort of going straight to the point. I mean, I'm the solo tank. I think that's part of the problem as well, BARIK. I think if I'd taken the Makoa here, it would have been pretty easy to shut down all the flankers in this patch and drag them in. And even the Torvald, like, I mean, it was going okay, but I guess I wasn't being as aggressive as I could have been. Maybe I should have moved off the point and just let the Ying stay on it and been more aggressive than I was being here. Could have been the other option, I guess. So just putting up a shield, trying to stop the fire spits or whatever's going to come from the Drogos. But I'm just constantly trying to snipe out that Drogos because they're just up without much pressure. But I guess that our Kinesa's just struggling with the Androxus and things going behind them. Here, that was actually nice because the Talus could see in the back lines and need to shoot through the Makoa. Thankfully the Makoa didn't body block because he could have saved the Talus there, but as an important target taken out, I'm happy about that. So again here, they're quite far away, so it's quite a hard hit to get off, but I saw that the Androxus was ulting. I could have shot into that, but then I saw the Charlene was also quite low, but unfortunately that Androxus did body block well with a reversal. That was actually pretty clutch to save the Charlene there. And I'm watching my team, they're all going backwards on the mounts. It's such derpathon in this patch a bit with the visuals of the mounts again. Weapons invisible. They can't do much about that. Maybe they can't see my projectiles actually. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I was doing relatively well with the shots. I knew triple, I was like, well, I'm just going to try and hold up here, but it's not really working well. Again, there's a bit buggy as well with putting down your shield, but actually this patch, you can put down turrets and things when you're not actually completely on the ground, which makes BARIK a little bit better than he was, only slightly, but it's a nice little shadow buff to him, like not intentional buff. Okay, well, we should have killed this Charlene easily, but he was able to get away. I could even see the circle around him, which was the Rave Mave ulti there. But nice little double kill there. Shooting off with my pirate cannon. Yar! I'll plunder that booty. I'll just keep repeating it so they like triple demonetize my video like they did with the Ceres thumbnail. Yeah, I may as well not put, I may as well just put a lewd BARIK in the thumbnail as well, seeing as we've gone for the lewd comments. I'll plunder your booty, Androxus. Okay, well, we should probably stop now, because there's only like quadruple. Well, I don't want to go to the five-truple, wait, pentaruple sort of demonetization, because I think that could be bad. I don't really know what's going on here with the Makoa. The Makoa completely lost me there. Also, that's a Dutchman Makoa skin. I've already done a video on him. Also looks pretty cool. I knew the Makoa was coming back up again. I don't know why it went down, but thankfully my pirate turrets were there to go. Yar! I'll plunder your turtle booty. Yar! Okay, now we've been pented. We've been penta demonetized. Okay, come on then. Do you want some of this? Do you want to punch me into Gaba? Androxus, do you want to go for this? Because I'm going for you. I think you just said Yahar there. We'll skewer these yellow-bellied dogs. Last one standing? Yeah, get some of that in there. I could hear the Makoa in the background ulting, but there was like, I don't really have much point to engage him right now. I need to just deal with the Drogos and the Androxus and whoever else was there. Okay, so push failed. What? Oh my! Oh, that's probably partly my fault because I probably should have been on the point. Drogos didn't quite get to me with their ulti, so they're gonna have some charge up. So I was kind of like, I probably should have run into that and died, but the Talons actually knocked me back with a punch. If I'd have run into that, that would have been actually tactically good because their ulti would have been charged much lower, and I think they have quite a bit of morale boost. Just again, some more voice lines. Yar, yar. Yeah, let's get it in there. Just firing off at allies. The one thing as well with the recent patches is third person at the start looks good from behind when you come out, like it looks good on the skins and stuff, but you can't practice your aim. And usually I practice aim at firing at like one location in the spawn room or firing at my allies, like you just saw there. Again, gun is invisible. It's not good. Oh, the Talus ulted me. I was like, nope. I just pulled up. I was wondering whether I could just run away with my mount, but unfortunately I couldn't. And the thing is, the Talus does need to be quite close to do quite a bit of damage, so I was just like, I'm going to run away and just hit him with my big blunderbuss, my big cannon, my pirate cannon. Felt a bit bad for slightly feeding that reversal there, but I was shooting him relatively in his back. Again here, I knew that the Makoa had used their ulti, so I was like, I may as well go in and kill this if I can quickly. Thankfully I was able to take it out, but I was like, I need to switch targets quickly to the Drogos or the Charlene, because they're doing so much damage. But I got shattered. Shattered by the Shattermore from Androxus. I cry. I don't think actually the the sound on the Shattermore is working. There's actually a lot of bugs this PTS iteration, I'm not gonna lie, folks. You can see the projectiles on the Drogos, which is a plus. That is a plus. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was panicking at this point. 69% on the enemy team. That's a rude number as well. I might get demonetized for that. So sorry, folks. We've gone for the septuplet banning of monetization. The Ying is actually being a bit aggressive here. You know what cancels Androxus ultis? You know it. It's shields. That was a nice little shot on the Drogus there in the air. And Talos was in trouble because he put down his ulti in a derpy place. I had my ulti though, so I wasn't that worried about things, but I'm getting quite low now. Getting a lot less heals than I'd like, and I put down my double shield there because I thought somebody was going to come in and try and fight me. So there was the Makoa, and I thought somebody else was going to jump inside my shields to try and kill me, so I put up both so I could basically just dupe between them both, but I don't know whether it was a good idea or not. Again, trying to just fight out the bigger targets, the ones that are going into our batlines, the Androxus and things. Oh my, I was so close to killing this, but I missed the last shot. It was so clutch. And that was the swashbuckling pirate BARIK. The pirate swashbuckler. I'm saying it wrong, aren't I? Swashbuckler. It sounds wrong, but I know it's right. And a lot of the stuff I've said sounded so wrong. I'm getting demonetized. It's just happening. Plundering people's booties is not okay in Google's eyes. Google wants, like what Aukey said on Twitch, he said, yeah, Google just want everybody to be a child's toy channel, which, you know, kind of seems how YouTube is going here. But this game was funky, and the skin itself is awesome, I'd say that. Because look at this, 123,000 damage from BARIK, and the next one on our team closest is the Ying. Out of all people, the Ying is closest. The Ying's actually got 55,000 healing, which is over 18 minutes. But, I mean, I guess the Kinessa was damaged, but they were always pinned down, I guess. I mean, even on the enemy team, their top damage was 82,000 on the Androxus, which is actually kind of funny seeing as the Drogos. I guess because I was putting pressure onto the Drogos, they probably couldn't put out as much damage as they'd like to, but the Androxus kept getting into backlines. I guess they could pick off the Kinessa, and that's probably why the Kinessa's deaths are quite high. They're just getting picked off in the backlines. Either way, it was an interesting game, and this was the swashbuckler BARIK, and was very fun. What does everybody else think about this skin? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Will you be picking it up, or will you be picking up, I guess, the chest? And what do people think about that? Because I think it's a bit... There's so many emotes and random rubbish in that chest that don't need to be there. If they put the Dutchman and the BARIK swashbuckler in, it wouldn't be so bad, but oh well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more of my content, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Joshino.